Well, San Jose at the top. We were here rather early this morning, 10 minutes before the cafe opened. We had to sit and wait, but we were served first. So by 9:30 I'm out walking. I've no idea where I'm going. Probably around one or two places where I thought I should walk, because I've not walked before, so we'll see as I'm going along. The plants are growing quite rapidly here. This is the track out from the car park. Jen did read this morning that there's a general alert coming for fires in certainly in Tenerife, but on all the islands at this side, because the winter's been so dry. But here in San Jose, as you can see, these trees are growing across the track. I've never seen that before. But of course, I don't know if you can see the sparkle. Up here, all the grass is wet. The undergrowth has been cut back in most places to prevent fires, so you know, this part of Tenerife is being looked after by the foresters. This early in the morning, and the place looks quite different. You've got these long shadows. I mean, this is the track as we approach the Chinero path that goes off just up this little slope here. But we've got lots of green. This is grass or weeds, I suppose, growing. Not a lot of undergrowth. They say the foresters have done a good job at getting it down here to try and limit the fire risk. So we've got these little green shoots everywhere. Very pretty. But so yeah, coming up to the Chinero path, I'm going to stay on this track, then go round this mountain that's on the right of me, on the path that we haven't walked before, just to find out what it's like. The trees, the shadows falling across the track make it look quite different walking up here. I'm coming up to where we normally either go left up to the gallery and then up the steep bit, or right to join the old return path from the Almond Walk. But I'm going to turn off before we get to the beehive sign and go around this mountain on my right, around this one here, and see what's around there. Well, that's the top of the first little bit of a climb towards the beehives, and the left turn up to the gallery, or the right turn to the old round the bottom of the far mountain. But today I'm going down that way. Somewhere down here is a track that goes round the bottom of this mountain on this side and takes me to the same place. Oh, I'm picking up the locals on the radio. Right, we're onto the new track. We'll see where this goes. I'm going to need to look at my GPS to follow this. Well, this is the only bit that resembles a track going up this mountain side. As you can hear, I'm getting interference from local workers. there in the car park where I left the van. Well, this is quite hard. I don't know how high up it goes, but we'll keep going. Well, I was completely off the track, up in amongst those trees. I should be down there, and now I'm trying to get down there through this lot. I'll go that way, which is less steep, and see if I can get by to the track at the bottom. Well, been lost. Trying to get down this slope. It's a bit steep, but this is a very different view of the landscape. I'm intending to go up there at some point today, onto the top, if I can get down this bit, which is fairly steep, and in the distance there is Tady. But a very different view. As I say, the problem for me is this looks to be getting steeper and steeper. I think if I go left, I can get down. Well, with a lot of battling through lots of trees, I come from the tree line up there, down that slope. I found it, according to the GPS now, I'm in the middle of the track. Now, I can't see a track anywhere. But it obviously goes across this open space somehow. So I'm going to walk to the far corner and follow the GPS signal and see how far I get. Well, this looks as though it's been a track of some time. So I'll follow this. It seems to be on the GPS. It says I'm on the track. So we'll keep going through it and see where it goes. The track is now turning into a path through these trees. I have walked part of this before from the other direction, got lost. But according to the GPS, I'm still on the track, so I'll keep going. It's quite interesting, this little bit of walk. Different to being on a wide track all the time. Well, still some kind of track. Now, do I go that way or that way is the question. This one looks to have been walked. We'll go this way, see where we come out. Well, here I am. I've come through there from over the end. This is the track we used to walk on the almond walk. So now I'm off up to the top of there to see what kind of view I get from the top. I'll get back in a while. Well, there we are at the end of that track. This is the track we normally come down, and that's the mountains way. That's the way we normally go. However, I'm going to be different. I'm going to have to switch my radio. I'm walking back on myself, but I want to see if I can get over this mountain from further down, just to find out if there's a route over the top. We will see. I'm not really walking any route this morning. I'm looking at bits that I've meant to look at for a while. The next one is on the corner. Last year or the year before, when I saw the foresters out here, they were going up this path, part way up this mountain on my right. Now, I want to know whether they can get over the top and into the start of the climb up to the almond walk. But we'll see in a minute. Up that way, straight up there, is to the gallery and straight up. That way is back to where we started. This way, up this dark barranco here, between these two big mountains, is where I'm going to go. I don't know how far I'm going to get on this. I can always walk back. It does get fairly steep further up, but it would be nice to get over the top. So that's where I'm going. Well, here I am, halfway up. On that side, I've got that climb to the top. This side, I have got a vertical slope up there. There's no way I'm going to manage that. Not with one stick. It needs It needs climbing gear. There is a way up there, people have walked it, but I'm going to go this way. There are two paths up this way, so I'll go over this top and see where that takes me. Right, I'm up to the second stage. There's still a giant climb up there, which I'm not going to do. That's the barranco there that we see from the top. But there has been a track walk down this way. So I'm going to do that one and see where that goes. I'm glad I chose the easy one. The hard one would have been difficult, the easy one was difficult. So, take care down here. I suspect straight down that way will take me to the start of the climb up to the top part. I'm not sure whether you can get up straight across. I'll have a look from the bottom. Well, there is the deep landslip that we see from the top that causes this gigantic barranco. We're normally up above those trees when we're looking down it. Obviously, I'm not going to attempt to go up there. I did wonder about going that way and joining it that way, which might be an interesting walk, or taking the easy route down there and joining the footpath. But I've done that so many times, it looks as though someone has walked there, so we'll see how far up this hill we can get. This is the other landslip that we looked at that goes up to the top up there, right up there. Again, there's no way I am going to attempt to walk up there. I'm on this slope. Even this is difficult, and I'm not sure what happens when I get to the top. I suppose worst comes to worst, I'll have to walk back down. Well, I'm part way up, halfway up I suppose, on this particular mountain. I'm not sure where it goes, but you can see it's very steep to that barranco and that one. And I've just come from down there, and I've got that much to go. Not for the weak-hearted, this. Well, as you can see, I'm on a fairly steep slope. I've come up from down there, I'm way above the trees down at the bottom. There's that left to walk, to climb. It's not walking anymore. It maybe I can get straight up there, cross over and up the next bit. I think if I do that, that takes me onto the top track. We'll see in a minute. But it's a bit hard. Well, here I am, sat on this track. This is the top track to Montana Negra. I've come up there. The last bit was steep. I'll check my pulse in a minute. But this is where we get the good views from. Now, my next stage is to cross this, go up that mountain behind us to see what's on the top. But first of all, I get a drink and check my heart rate. Well, my pulse rate was 108. I just suppose isn't too bad. I haven't come up that climb. I'm now on the track where we got all those beautiful views from. I'll see in a minute whether I can get pictures of them on this video before I start climbing again on the next stage, which is about the same height again. There's an interesting picture. Wonderful countryside, and into the trees and beyond from roughly where I came from round there. But I'll walk along here a bit and then see about the next picture. I came from the other side of that mountain there. That one is where the van is parked. Walked across the front there, slightly up the mountain, down there into, I came down that slope there, sort of pain, got into the bottom, crossed over there and out onto the trike, then decided to come back and started from the bottom of this. And let me show you. I think it's difficult to see, I don't want to go too close to the edge, but that's the bottom of the barranco. I've just climbed up from those trees down there, up this slope. Oh, there's some nice flowers up here. Let's have some pictures of flowers while I cool down a bit. They are pretty flowers. Really pretty. They're beginning to cover the side of the mountain now. In the distance there, let me see if I can get this right. Yes, if I can get in completely, that is the Rural Hotel. You can see the track going to it, it's the other track. And over there is the road up, the traffic going down to Los Cristianos and Las Americas, down the hill to Santiago del Teide. The amount of traffic this morning was horrendous. There was an accident already on the bottom part of the track from a fair. Ambulances, police and growers. There is going to be mayhem on there. The planners and the tourist board have no idea what damage they're doing to Los Cristianos and to the south of Tenerife, all for money. It doesn't go to the local people, it goes to the bankers and hoteliers, to the rich. The local people don't get any more in their wages, it's still exactly the same, but they get a poorer standard of living and higher rents. It really is a disgrace. The place I would want to go to is up there. I think the track leads up there. I did tell Jen only 2 hours. I've already been an hour, so I'm running late. I may not be able to do it. We'll see when I get round there. This is the top of one of those barrancos I didn't climb up. I climbed further over there, but this would have been the straight way up that I decided it was an impossibility to climb these. Let me show you as I get to the corner. This kind of climb was the option, but there was no way I was going to attempt to get up that. It gets steeper a bit further round, but it was all a bit hard, that one. Anyway, we're now going back to the saner walking areas. Well, this is the place where I would go up there to reach the top of this mountain. But I've been walking now an hour and a quarter, an hour and 20 minutes. I've got to ring Mohan for Jen. I can't really get it. It's in 2 hours going up there. So I'm going to walk back and do the ring into the hospital first. A bit more important than the walk up to the top. Right, we'll get back down this one past the gallery and on the track back. Well, here I am on the way back down. The route just crossed the lava field there. I'm not going that way, I'm going to take the easy route, go straight down to the bottom and then back so I can get this phone call done. There's a sign there that says the track. The track goes over there. I have tried walking over there, you can get, but it's not a track, it's a lava field. So I don't know who put that in there, but this is a track that most people use. Well, here I am, the gallery there, and one of the other barrancos that I walked up the side of. I was over the top of that, and the old building there. So we're off down now to join the track back where I climbed up the mountain from. Well, here I am back at where I started the climb. I started the climb from there. You can't actually see the tops of the trees from where I got to at the top. It was a hard climb. It went over that mountain, then onto that mountain up there. And now we're back on a simple walk back to the minibus. I'll have a look and see if I can see any other way onto that walk that when I finish up halfway up that mountain, in the wrong direction, so I can find out how to walk that. That's pleasant enough. If I can find out how to get onto the path at the bottom. I'll see you later. Well, I'm on the way back now, probably 20 minutes out. I'll see if I can get Jen on the walkie-talkie. My phone battery ran out somewhere and the mobile switched off completely. Just tried to start it again, and instead of putting a SIM number in, I put my password in, and it was threatening to close it down completely. So I have no mobile at present. I don't know what's happened to that. It looks as though the battery may be failing, so I may have to get myself a new mobile. We'll see when I get back home. Now about 10 minutes back from the minibus. These are Chiñero walkers. I've just passed 3 going up just joined the Chiñero path. Wondered about whether the track was the way up the path, pointed up the path for them. These are obviously going the same way. Hola, buenos días. Another group of 5 just passed me going up Chiñero. It must get like the M25 up there at this time. I mean, I've seen it bad, but never seen as many walking from down here to go up Chiñero. That's a new kind of event. Lots of people walking from this car park and the bottom one up to Chiñero.